So I had something amazing happen to me today. Actually, today, it was yesterday. So I have two houses right now because I'm going to be selling one. And I kind of been suffering some kind of bad depression. Haven't been getting my house ready. And having to pay two mortgages because of that. It's pretty insane. We're renovating a house. Here's some pictures of it. Here's the bathroom before we did any work. It's the downstairs bathroom. And here's my lovely girlfriend Jennifer laying the tiles down. She's really become an expert at it. And here it is halfway through, and then here it is, the finished product. And then here you see the kitchen before, and then here it is. We put these new cabinets, and there's the backsplash before we had the grout cleaned up. And here's the breakfast nook that we started putting together. And here you can see the final project. Excuse the mess on the kitchen, but yeah. You can see the countertops and the breakfast nook before we put the cushions in place. And here you can see an attic space. We're turning it into a bathroom. Moving along. Got the shower tile. And here you can see what we did to create this bathroom. Haven't got everything in it yet, but it's coming right along. This house is over 100 years old, so it was pretty nice to bring it back to life. But to do this project, I had to go in debt. A lot of debt. Just a tremendous amount of debt. And on top of the debt, after going through all the equity in my first home, decided, I got to keep renovating, so we start putting stuff on credit cards. And before you know it, we need a new furnace. That's $4,000. So like I was saying, a furnace can cost, it was $4,000. We had to remove an asbestos pipe. That was $2,000. And we had to do I needed a water filtration system because it's a farm. It has a well. That's another $2,000 to get everything. Just got myself up to $35,000 in credit card debt. And the payments were more than I could afford. And my friend since I've been 12 years old, in I think 1989 was when we met. Holy moly, he just loaned me every bit of it. Took my credit card payments down. I'm paying him a moderate 5% interest over 10 years. It's amazing. He saved my butt. Find yourself a friend like that. I felt like just walking tonight because it's such a nice night. 73 degrees, beautiful out. I'm in Cedar Rapids right now, where my first home was before I started getting this farmhouse. And if you watch my other videos, you know that a UFO went by my farmhouse 4 Wednesdays in a row. And what is today? Is today Wednesday? Here in Cedar Rapids, I just saw, I think, because I saw airplanes flying overhead, but they were up so very high. And it was crazy, but I'm like, yeah, that's got to be an aircraft flying high because it's going over the city. But on the off chance, because, I have had these UFOs come by my farmhouse, on the off chance it wasn't a plane, I tried communicating with one of them that was headed south. I looked up and I said, if you're not a plane, I said, I am really worried about the world. I'd be willing to give my own life to save this world, is what I said. I said, whatever it took, can you hear me? If you can hear me, know my soul. I said, if you can hear me, turn the UFO, because I was asking for a sign. It didn't turn, but I'll tell you what it did do. It became extremely bright as it continued on its straight path, something I've never seen an airplane do. And it did it right as I asked it for communication. I wish I would have got it on tape, but I don't think I was meant to. Stay hopeful, my friend.